Good morning, good morning. Here's what's been happening lately. Three things. First, Chicago police use new tactics in Streeterville to prevent violent teen takeovers. Second, 4 months into the year, Chicago is set to exhaust its $82 million annual budget for police misconduct settlements. And lastly, Chicago has seen a significant gun violence decline under the Peacekeepers program. Let's get into it. Last Friday, Chicago police were once again preparing for another possible teen takeover trend downtown that usually occurs on the weekend starting Friday night. They've been employing some high-tech measures to try and discourage the gathering. The area around Ogden Plaza has become a new favorite gathering spot for teens coming downtown, but recently authorities have discovered that they are often using rideshares instead of public transportation to get there. City council member said that in coordination with rideshare companies, the city's Office of Emergency Management and Communications and Chicago Police set up geofences. These are perimeters from 4:30 to 10 p.m. so that vehicles cannot pick up or drop off passengers inside a certain zone around the park. Now, these were installed on Columbus Drive and Parkway Drive from Illinois Street to North Water Street, and the orders can be canceled if there are no gatherings that take place. The city's on track to exhaust its $82 million that officials set aside to cover police misconduct settlements and judgments in 2025. Through the first 3 months of this year, officials have already agreed to pay more than $62 million to resolve nearly 24 lawsuits alleging a wide range of misconduct. Those expenses are expected to top $82 million, the city's entire annual budget for police misconduct settlements. As expected, the city council agrees to pay $32 million to the family of a St. Louis man who was struck by a driver being chased by Chicago police and who lost both legs. That's the latest massive settlement prompted by police pursuit that violated department policy. Now, the City Council's Finance Committee on Friday endorsed that settlement, and that calls for taxpayers to pay $20 million and the city's insurance to pay the other $12 million, getting us to that $32 million settlement. In all, between 2019 and June 2024, Chicago taxpayers spent a total of $200 million to resolve lawsuits brought on by more than 36 people who were wrongfully convicted on evidence gathered by the Chicago Police Department, according to analysis of city data by WTTW News. Lastly, the Peacekeepers program, an initiative that seeks to reduce harm in some of the Chicago neighborhoods most affected by gun violence, has led to significant reductions in shootings in recent years, a report finds. Governor J.B. Pritzker, Mayor Brandon Johnson, and other public officials lauded the program after a new Northwestern University study found that specific hotspots where peacekeepers have been deployed have seen drops of more than 40% in gun violence between 2023 and 2024. Under the Peacekeepers program, more than 1,200 individuals have been deployed in areas affected by gun violence to help diffuse tensions and mediate conflicts among residents. Those individuals are often members of those communities and leverage their relationships to stop violence before it happens. The program is largely state-funded and implemented by the gun violence prevention nonprofit Chicago CRED, which was launched as a pilot program in 2018 in 14 communities affected most by gun violence. Now, Northwestern Center for Neighborhood Engaged Research and Science, in a new report this month, found that those community areas and the violence hotspots where peacekeepers were deployed each saw sharper declines in shootings than the city overall between 2023 and 2024. Now, according to the report, the Peacekeepers program led to a 41% drop in victimizations within violence hotspots, and this is during the 24-month period that the program was enacted compared to the 2 years prior the program starting. That same report found a 31% decrease in the number of shootings across the Peacekeepers' entire community areas during that same period. By the end of the 2024 fiscal year, the Peacekeepers program had expanded from those 14 pilot communities to 27 total community areas in Chicago, 8 suburban communities, and more than 200 hotspots.